Well, firstly, congratulations. Secondly, the mandate, the size of the mandate, it's a big one, a really decisive victory. What do you think that says about what the Green Party membership want from you as a new co-leader?
Morena, Guyan, thank you. For me, it's a clear mandate about the importance of our connections to grassroots communities and campaigns, and the very priorities, the very heart issues that they are wanting me to be a loud voice on. This morning, Guyan, just less than 100 metres down the road from here is City Mission, and I walked past to be able to come to the studio. There's no reason why there should be that 12 to 20 people sleeping outside that building in Aotearoa. There's no reason why this should be happening in our communities, and the grassroots groups and organisations pushing for us to fix that is, I believe, the mandate that the members have wanted me to uphold as a co-leader and really keep pushing to fix those core issues.
Okay, we'll get to a couple of those core issues a little bit later. But firstly, you said in your acceptance speech, or early on, just after the result was delivered, that the survival of the Green Party is a top priority. Is the survival of the Green Party in doubt?
And on 6% currently? Yeah, it's a political reality that many particularly first term smaller parties in these sort of confidence in supply and coalition agreements suffer. And so our visibility and our point of difference from across our other partners is going to be really important, and that's also what I campaigned on, particularly as a non-executive member co-leader.
And you've said that a couple of times, mentioned that non-executive. Will you be a minister in this term?
In this term, we're not seeking that, Guyan. I was really clear that in this term we've got an opportunity and an advantage as having me as a non-executive.
So you want to remain a backbencher, effectively?
I think that's the mandate that I was given as well, Guyan, and it's not something we're actively seeking. I don't have a crystal ball. If someone was to leave or if Jacinda was to
this is important. I'm going to push you on this a little bit. Are you prepared to say this morning that you would refuse a ministerial post? You're not prepared
because
to say that.
I don't know exactly everything that's going to happen down the line, Guyan, but it's not something I'm seeking, and the mandate I believe that the Green members have given me as co-leader is to be an independent voice and to be able to more easily uphold our confidence and supply agreement point of difference and agree to disagree clause. That's a responsibility under our.
So wouldn't that mean you would
agreement.
Stay a backbencher then?
In that theory, on the face of that, yes. But again, I don't have a crystal ball into some of the things that could happen, but it's not something I'm seeking at all.
Does this put pay to any idea of a teal deal, a so-called deal with National? There's been renewed talk of this because Simon Bridges appears to be trying to position himself possibly in that way.
I don't know why, because he delivered block offer oil seismic exploration permits that were going to harm Maui's dolphins. So I don't know why he thinks he's positioning himself as any sort of lover of the environment, his policies.
That's him. Well, let's talk about you. Are you saying that there's just no way you would go anywhere near National if you were part of the
Guy, and the
team?
reason why I'm talking about Simon's policies is because his party, would need to come a long way away from the very environmentally degrading policies that they uphold. But also, Guy, and I've been very clear, and I've done long years of campaigning and advocacy for the environment, and we need to understand that social and economic transformation is needed to protect our environment as well. So National don't understand that connection either.
But even someone like Nandor Tanchos, the former MP, has said, look, the Greens have to consider at some point the potential of going either with the blue waka or the red waka. Now, what do you reckon?
And our members do when we consider what we're going to campaign on, whether we're going to open up a remit or an agreement to consider that we might go with any party. The Green membership hold that power, and for me, I would be saying as a co-leader, gosh, National Government, you'd have to change a lot for the Green Party to uphold what we want to do. Actually, it's not really about National. We want to transform the government, and we have committed to that in our confidence and supply agreement, actually. And I have a responsibility as a non-executive member to uphold that
Fair
responsibility.
Now, is transforming the government constrained by the budget responsibility rules you've set up?
And more so by no new income revenue for the government, actually. And the Greens will continue to advocate for returning proper funding to... So our health service guy and I...
and let's be specific about that. I know you have concerns about Middlemore Hospital, and you said that in the acceptance speech, but I want to be specific about the budget responsibility rules. Are you going to campaign for the Greens not to sign up to those again, or what's your position?
So we said we'd review it, even when we announced those, was it last year?
Are you opposed to them?
We said that we would review the budget responsibilities. I've got massive concerns, Guyan, because, again, I birthed my babies in Middlemore Hospital. The whole reason why we've got mould coming, if that's not symbolic of a flawed economic model and arbitrary targets on GDP percentage spending, then there's something going wrong there. And all we want to do is make sure that our core government services have got enough to do good jobs. And if the BRR is going to restrict us in that, then we've really got to review it, and we've already said that we will.
Okay, all right. The so-called waka jumping bill, which doesn't allow you to swap parties, are the Greens going to vote against that now?
No, that's not up to me. No, that's not up to me alone. We've got a membership, our party and our caucus to go through and have a look at that and see what our next step is going to be.
Are you comfortable voting for it?
No, I've been clear that I've raised concerns for that from the start. And so, and we've had our Green political position out there. So, yes, our members and our caucus will need to have a look.
Would you stand up and vote against that?
I can't say commit right now because we're all still waiting for what's coming back from select committee processes and what else we might be able to do.
Made your mind up on that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I just want to go out and finish this interview on kind of some of the reason that you're here, and that is because Materia Tude resigned, obviously, opening up that vacancy.
Yeah.
Should she still be here as an MP?
I think she'd already done a lot of service, many, many years. What was it, over 10 years? I think 12 years of full service. She led the Green Party through our two most successful election campaigns. I think she's done her bit at this time. And so,
Yeah, but should she have had to resign for admitting benefit fraud?
Oh, that was her decision that she made. The issue that she was trying to raise, Guyan, is that people need enough to live dignified lives.
And are you going to pick up on that?
Oh, we have to. The Greens are committed to making sure that everybody has enough to live dignified lives, be able to pay the rent and the bills and buy good food on just the income rather than 3 jobs and still not surviving. And those are the issues that we'll keep strong on.
What's the major one that you want to change to prevent that sort of situation?
Oh, goodness. So we wanted to see an increase in benefits, but we absolutely want to push for raising minimum wages and living wages. At the very least, our country should be able to support families and people to earn a living wage to get by and have thriving lives. And so, we should keep pushing. We absolutely need to keep pushing on those day-to-day issues.
We'll leave